Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's it going? I distracted Tarot Card Puppet Banjo with the intro to this video. That's why I'm laughing. He was busy, then he looked right at me. He said, "Good morning. How are you?" Anyway, welcome to today's tarot card reading. I hope this frame is okay with y'all. Because it's okay with me this week. I don't know why. It just is. I feel like you can see the cards and all that. So anyway, Cortero. That's what we're doing today. And of course, I got my books over here. My sketchbook, my Art of the Deal book. And I'm pretty sure I got it at Barnes and Nobles. If you're in the San Antonio area, I got it at the Barnes and Nobles that's across the shopping center or across the highway of North Star Mall. I can't remember what else. I think there's a DSW over there. I think there's like a PetSmart or a Petco over there too in that area. But yeah, that's where I got my book. I got it myself with my money when I had money back in 2021. Anyway, I don't want to focus too much on that. But if you're wondering, my mom did not purchase it for me. It is something that I purchased for myself. In case you're wondering. Anyway, how you doing? How's it going? My coffee's a little not sweet today. Which I'm gonna take a sip of. 1 second. Anyway, so I hope y'all doing well. Happy Sunday. It's a pleasant Sunday here in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I am. The sun is out. It's pleasant weather and all that. Happy Memorial Day weekend. However you're deciding and choosing to observe this holiday weekend. I don't really have a theme this week. I was thinking about doing again this week the 7-card spread, also known as the cat stretch, also known as the horseshoe. So I hope y'all don't mind. Anyway, I do not currently have a theme, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll just flip a card and proceed from there. You want to see the new painting I'm working on? I have it right here in my studio. It's an alien, a turquoise alien. You know. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have a theme. It's my birthday this week. I usually don't celebrate my birthdays a lot. When I was younger, I celebrated. We would always have like parties and stuff. I would always have pool parties when I was a kid, and we celebrated birthdays like that. Because it's the start of summer. It was my birthday. But anyway, I think my first birthday was at McDonald's, which I think is where we're gonna go. So you know what? Being a non-celebrity and public figure, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Okay. My family has to spend their Memorial holiday observing the situation, environment that I'm not a celebrity and public figure. We're gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna make some key lime pie. Tracy's gotta work at Michael's today. I did not get to choose my birthday flowers. I usually like I like a little like non-popular stuff. 1 second. Anyway, sorry about that. I usually like unconventional, I guess I should say, stuff, especially like with flowers and stuff, because I don't know, I don't know what this is about. It might have a lot to do, or have to do with a lot of things, but I usually like unconventional stuff, in the sense that uh, I don't know, it could be rebelliousness, it could be uh, trying to express individuality, or wanting to not be grouped in with everybody else. I don't know. But with stuff like that, like giving flowers, getting flowers, that seems so, I don't want to say traditional, but just kind of like, not pop culture, but that's where I'm going. Something that's just like, everybody does it. Everybody gives flowers and stuff like that, and gets flowers. Um, so when it's stuff that has to do with that, I always kind of like to take kind of like an alternative kind of approach to that. Um, these past 4 years, I gotten the Lucky Bamboo sticks. I was obsessed. I got a clear little picture so you can see the roots of the bamboo. And they were really fun. I think I got two, and my mom was like, "You can get more than two." And I was like, "Yes!" So I got like 7 or something. um, and then I think I got carnations. I've always gotten kind like carnations. Maybe some people make fun of them because they're like the cheapest flower or something. I don't know. I don't know why people would make fun of them. But they're kind of like not fancy, I guess, and so I usually like to get them. I like the eucalyptus because uh, the eucalyptus tree is nice, a nice smell, uh, aromatherapy. Um, but this year, I was upset yesterday. My mom chose my flowers out for me. It's the first time in a long time I didn't get to choose my birthday flowers. So, she got me sunflowers. And if in case you didn't know, it is true. Flowers with them do hold a lot of meaning with them, and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, I was a little upset with the flowers that she had chosen out for me, and I did not get to choose my own flowers, which is the first time that's happened in a long time. I guess since I started celebrating my birthday, which is like this, I'm stuck here. I don't want to go out because nobody's going to know who I am. This is ridiculous. I don't want to live that life, so I'm here. And yeah. Anyway, so flowers do hold a lot of meaning, and yeah, did not get to choose my birthday flower, so that was upsetting. But other than that, I don't like to celebrate my birthday. I don't know why. It's just has never been like something that I've been excited and looking forward to. Um, as far as in these past 4 years, it's kind of different because it's a little like, am I finally going to be able to join society? Am I finally going to be acknowledgement that I'm a celebrity and public figure from my real family? Is that finally we get to do that? So it kind of seems like it's kind of like a marker where that could happen, and it just hasn't been. Yeah. Don't really like to celebrate my birthday. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. It's just not something I look forward to, and it's not because I'm scared of getting older or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. If you have thoughts and ideas of why I would be like that, or maybe just people in general wouldn't look forward to celebrating their birthday like everybody else, feel free to let us know. But I've just never been that type of person to be like, it's time to celebrate my birthday. And in fact, I would always say I was a year older, just when people ask my age or something, I would say I was like a year older, just to I don't know, be comfortable with it, embrace that. But it's not like, you know, anything. I don't know. It's just I avoid it. I don't know why. And recently, especially in this situation, in these past 4 years, I've just been kind of like depressed feelings around my birthday. So, anyway, with that being said, I was really excited to make a tarot card video today. I said, am I going to have time to make it? I'm going to make time to make it. Oh my God. So, anyway, tarot card reading, tarot card puppy. Yeah, we're all set. I hope you like this frame. Yeah. 7 card spread. And I'll just flip a card and go from there. Just shuffling. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. We got the Wheel of Fortune last time, didn't we? And it was not so pleasant. It was a hidden kind of unpleasantness, non-positivity going on. So we have the Wheel of Fortune this week here in the middle, which I think is interesting. A Major Arcana deck card, and I do believe the element is fire, if I'm remembering correctly. Upright, it says these little red dots are like, I guess, like spokes or something, and they keep the birds in place, but they have the freedom to move and I guess fly away, which is good. So maybe we have this expanding and contracting kind of theme going on, expansion and contraction, which I think is really cool. I like to think of in yoga with the expansion and contraction. You can think about that with a lot of yoga poses, but I think a yoga pose that really highlights, for me, expansion and contraction is the cat-cow pose. I like to incorporate the cat-cow pose, not in addition to like the traditional tabletop cat-cow. I like to bring the cat-cow poses to a lot of other poses. Yeah, like it depends on, it can be a like a low lunge cat-cow, a wide angle, a low lunge cat-cow. It can be a seated cat-cow. I just like to add the cat-cow, a forward fold kind of cat-cow. Just kind of this expansion and contraction, which is like a it's about relaxation, right? But I guess exploring cat-cow in different yoga poses I really like, and I think the cat-cow is really good at emphasizing that. Especially like continuing movement. Sometimes you get in a yoga pose and you hold it, and that's fine to do, obviously. But yeah, I guess this expansion and contraction, this continual kind of movement, like with your diaphragm and your lungs, is a constant expansion and contraction with the muscle of the diaphragm, which is an involuntary muscle. I think the heart is an involuntary muscle, but a smooth muscle or something, I don't know. There's like, it's like a different kind of muscle, the heart. Anyway, I got this Grey's Anatomy book. Anyway, so the Wheel of Fortune, I'm hoping this week is our kind of overall theme, overlaying theme here we got going on. A major arcana deck card, fire element, and I think probably maybe we can focus on the expansion and contraction and stuff like that. I think it could be like with your solar self and lunar self, right? Maybe the expansion part can be your solar self and the contraction part can be your lunar self, and stuff like that. So yeah, you would think Wheel of Fortune might be Pentacles because of the fortune part, but I do believe it's fire. I keep getting this card. Okay, so we have the reversed Eight of Cups here. In her past, I'm going to have to look at the reversed meaning. Oh, okay. Makes sense. The reversed Eight of Cups in the past is stagnation, a bit stagnant. There's been a fear of losing things. It talks about wanting to build on your spirituality, but a fear of losing things is keeping you stagnant. I'm wondering if this wanting to build on your spirituality is something that's present for us in our tarot card reading today. Considering it is in the past, and without this card, if we were to flip it maybe at the end of the reading, this would be the first card that we see. So I'm a bit hesitant to say about wanting to build upon yourself spiritually. But in the past, there's a fear of losing out, of missing something. Therefore, you have become stagnant in your growth. I like this Eight of Cups card. So I'm... it's a bit unfortunate that in this week's tarot card reading that it signifies something a little bit negative and not something maybe we can be drawn to or go to, depending on what all the other cards are. So yeah, a fear of losing out and being stagnant, which is interesting because of the upright card of this meaning. This crow is ready to leave it all behind in search of purity, truth, and all of that. But reversed, it has a very different meaning, right? This crow is, I don't want to say safeguarding, but maybe hoarding all of these cups from the magic and spirituality of this mountain and moon over here. So a bit of an unpleasant past. Unpleasant for who? I'm not sure. Let's see our present card. The reverse Nine of Swords. The reverse Nine of Swords is I don't think too pleasant. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is again an unpleasant card. Um, Especially being grouped with this reversed Eight of Cups over here. This reverse Nine of Swords is a fear of a fear of something, but it says getting all worked up over nothing. Your risk losing what's important to you, which is interesting. Being worked up over nothing and what you fear most of losing might actually happen because of how you're getting worked up. I don't know. So yeah, this reverse Nine of Swords would be it's interesting. It's the air element. I think that the overall meaning is there's you're going towards maybe resisting things that are helpful, and you're going towards things that are unhelpful, probably out of fear, because that's what the upright Nine of Swords means. And in the end, you're going to lose what matters most to you, which I think is really interesting with this Eight of Cups over here. So maybe if there was an unknown of what matters most to somebody, maybe it'll be apparent by just a sequence of events going on. Let's see the hidden influence. The Queen of Pentacles. Well, this is just great. Upright. Very interesting that she's hidden. Usually you'd want a card like that not to be hidden. Nurturing, security, and balance. Yeah, love and security. So yeah. For some reason that's hidden. But I would say this is probably as far as in our horseshoe, are one of the first positive cards that we've gotten. Nine of Wands. This is a great card upright. Unfortunately, it's reversed and it's in our obstacle today. So we seem to kind of have this theme of for lack of better expression, if you know, a trigger warning, for lack of a better expression, it seems that we have this theme of beating a dead horse going on with this reversed Eight of Cups, this reversed Nine of Swords, and now we have this reversed Nine of Wands. Upright, the Nine of Wands is really positive. The upright Nine of Wands is you know, you have worked through a project and you're on the home stretch. You know, your goal is in sight, and therefore you can continue on your hard work in finishing the project because you can see the end of it, which is great. This reverse Nine of Swords, however, I'm inclined to think it's the opposite. I'm going to read the description again. Blaming others for a lack of progress. There's a question here. Which is very interesting. I would say passive aggressivity might be a theme here. The question in the book is, are the obstacles in your way there to teach you a lesson or to self-sabotage because you are fearful of committing fully to the idea or project? So it seems to me we have this kind of opposite of a Queen of Pentacles kind of energy going on. I don't see a page. We haven't gotten a page yet, but I would imagine this kind of page kind of energy going on where immaturity, resistance to a lot of things, which is about immaturity. This kind of self-sabotage behavior, kind of hoarding, kind of not going for the right things, and maybe creating obstacles, and which is just overall wasteful, right? Wasteful of time, wasteful of energy, and waste of focus. When something's that wasteful, I'm inclined to think that it's maybe a temper tantrum, a cry for attention. Somebody is creating all of these problems, maybe because they think they don't deserve positive attention, maybe because this kind of negative attention is maybe something people don't like, or just attention in general. It seems to be the issue, and seems to be not helpful. There's this, you can create obstacles for somebody, and then the attention seeking is being there to assist that person you created obstacles for, and therefore they view you in a certain way. I would say that that's not here. What's here is just a very wasteful kind of energy, very immature, and yeah. I think it's interesting, this Nine of Wands here is above the Wheel of Fortune, upright. I would say that whatever this obstacle is, I would say that they're probably in a no-win situation, seeing as this Wheel of Fortune is placed right beneath this Nine of Wands here about obstacles, which the Wheel of Fortune is about, and just completely kind of opposite. The Wheel of Fortune is about embracing obstacles, getting through obstacles, realizing that something good is going to happen because of this obstacle and stuff like that. So it's kind of two opposite cards there, this Nine of Wands and reversed in this upright Wheel of Fortune. So let's, our outside influence is the Knight of Cups. This is great, very emotionally mature, obviously a very pretty card here. You got the wings on the horse, which I think is really cool. They, I think it talks about, oh no, that's the Knight of Swords. One second, let me, creative thinker, mastered the skill of harnessing the energy needed to deliver his message calmly. And the fish symbolize the knight's gifts of creativity and intuition. So this is really great. I would say as far as this pass, this outside influence is probably going to be really helpful with whatever's going on in the past. So that's great. Let's see what our advice and solution is. The Seven of Swords. We got a bit of trickery going on, or so this could be a trickster crow, but this could be also a lot of things. I think this this crow can't take all 7 swords. He's got, how much does he got? He's got like 3 swords, and then the other swords are there. He can't get all the swords in one trip. So I guess the advice and solution would be persistence. If this is not about trickery, a trickster crow taking what he can get for the sake of, I think that's probably the reverse 7 of Swords, now I think about it. But yeah, the upright 7 of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and look at the description again. Okay, it's not positive. The advice and solution, the 7 of Swords, is I would say on par with this reverse 9 of Wands, this reversed 9 of Swords, and this reversed 8 of Cups here. This 7 of Swords is denotes a person who is attempting to deceive you or is trying to get away with something unethical. So this is a very big card. And as far as it being in the Swords suit, an air element, I think is really interesting. So I think the advice and solution is probably going to be geared towards how to deal with that problem of somebody being unethical and deceitful. And it says here, if you are hoping to be able to trick or take advantage of a person, the 7 of Swords serves as a warning that your plans will fall through, or you risk getting caught. So the upright 7 of Swords is a warning to those trying to be deceitful and unethical and take advantage of somebody. Would be there's a big warning sign for them. And as far as this being the air and sword suit, I would say that there's a lot of advice going on there, which is interesting considering this Wheel of Fortune. So that advice on how to deal with all of this going on, it might be the good and bad, right? The Wheel of Fortune, when it's reversed, says what goes down must come up, and stuff like that. And when it's upright, it says just take note that the wheel can turn. All right, and the future and outcome is the Star. Well, this is just really great. The Star is I think a water element, a major arcana deck card. The Star, the Star is an air element. Okay, that's good. Cleansing the negativity of the past. Well, this is just great, and I guess has a lot to do with our past. Our future is going to be really great, and whatever was missing, probably whatever we feel like we were wronged in the past, I think this Star card in our future and outcome is telling us that we don't have to worry too much because all the wrongs will be righted, and stuff like that. A cleansing of negativity, and full of spirituality, and just a pleasant looking card, right? Um, um, a gift of hope and message of any problematic time um, will soon be over, which I guess goes really well with this Wheel of Fortune card. Um, a profound transformation, and can lead to a lifetime of change. Um, so that's really great. Tough past, tough present, tough obstacle. I don't mean like they're tough. I'm just saying that like it's unpleasant, right? Encounter this, and it's frustrating to deal with, obviously. Um, I would say a lot of selfishness going on, a lot of immaturity. Um, we've got the water, air, and fire elements in our negative kind of cards here. So I think that's interesting. There's not a pentacle element there for the negative energy to also go to. The pentacle is the earth element and stuff like that. So as far as all that goes, I would say that's very safe for some reason. As far as fire and air and water, it seems especially hard to juggle, considering there's not the stability and foundation of the earth. If these elements are something that you're absolutely comfortable in, which I would say is probably not true for whoever's this negative kind of energy going on, then a lot of things can go wrong. Um, yeah, I would say that the wand and the fire would bring a lot of kind of, if not ideal, can bring a lot of chaotic kind of energy, a lot of kinetic, chaotic energy. The cups and the water element negative can bring a lot of maybe potential energy that's in the form of being able to process emotions and not being able to process emotions. And the air element is obviously kind of anxiety, a lot of internal turmoil going on. So yeah, and not having the earth is probably not going to be good for them.